Welcome back to the Witness Despair mod. We were just in the number section. You can maybe try to figure out the mechanic just from seeing these panels, but this area has way too much stuff in it, so I'm gonna go elsewhere now. So I guess a quick recap, this is an open world puzzle game called The Witness. This is a mod of it called Despair, and it introduces lots of new symbols, and yeah, generally just hoping to make a lot of progress today. There are some areas of this that are not modified because it wouldn't make sense. Like, you need tons of more custom code to change some of the areas that are more based around the environment and stuff, but anyway, I hope it's nice. Anyway, there's one of those puzzle symbols that I didn't figure out in the last session, because it seems like everything works for it except when you go around for some reason. The only time this has failed seems to be when I go here, and then we have this, which has all of them. But in this case, like, if you're thinking about edges at all, it must do an edge whenever you do anything. Like, there's no way for this to not see an edge at this point. So it's a really odd rule, whatever this is. Nope. I think I also tried separating it, that doesn't work. So, I mean, is there an issue with them being the same area? I guess is one question. The number of edges that I have, first of all, the first one I'm forced to skip one of the edges. Like here I'm skipping the bottom edge, and if I go back, I will skip the left edge. So it's either one or the other here. So maybe, I don't know if they're supposed to be like the same or what, because we can zigzag it, I guess. Nope. 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 Is there a tutorial for this place? So I ended up trying to get external help for this because I think this is a very not a good tutorial. Like, basically everything works until you do this, and I would say the one thing that I could only realize in hindsight is that this is relevant. That the bottom symbol works there and the top symbol works there, but not in the way that I thought. So the middle of the screen right now is another Witness fan game that happens to use the same symbol, and this one, the errors are actually in this game. So the correct solution here is actually here. And then for this, it's here. I'll give you a little preview of some of these, and even after doing some of these and having a better idea of what the rule is about, it's still hard to say that I know the exact specifics, but okay, I'll just say the rule is very, very likely about the empty space of, like, this and this being the same shape as the symbol. The odd thing, of course, is that it can sometimes work even though there's clearly a lot more than just this symbol in the rest of the space, at least on this puzzle. And if you do this, then, I mean, it's not like this doesn't appear anywhere else in the grid. So that's what's really confusing about this still, but hopefully I'll be able to figure out with that. So here, of course, we need like a plus shape to match the bottom. And so to match the pluses here, well, here's the confusing part, right? Is that wrong because there's 3 pluses, so we need to do something different? Like maybe here? Because it would work like this with the pluses, even though they kind of overlap. Yeah, that is a really... we use the pretentious word esoteric to describe such a puzzle mechanic, huh? Okay, so to open here, there's more. And yeah, I thought it was about avoiding the ends of this that aren't touched. Like, I would assume this was correct, but now with the new idea, it's actually probably more like that. Because that empty line segment matches what the symbol looks like. Now for this, it's, well, it's kind of hard to avoid. Like, you can't just put this in a corner and expect it to work. It just doesn't work out that way, so you're forced to use another line segment, which is, again, the confusing part. Nope. Like, it would probably be good to lock it off as much as possible to avoid whatever strange edge cases exist. That actually blocks off the horizontal line. Okay, that does work. Okay, and what about this one? So, now we need a T shape. We can still probably combine shapes, which adds to the confusion. This would contain both this T and the side T in it, but I'm not sure, like, why that wouldn't work. Maybe we can try something different on this puzzle to try to test some theories. Oops. Nope. Like, this is just a really strange rule. Because just containing the shape is not enough. So like this is a good opening for the bottom left symbol, because we have the T shape in the empty space down there. And now we want what? Here? No? I can't tell if overlap is like something that's allowed or not. The fact that that custom witness game had error checking for these symbols and this doesn't is yeah, that's what we call spaghetti. I wonder how much these symbols care if they see the edge, because so far every one of these symbols has been on an edge and has been touching an edge. That'd be a weird distinction, but not entirely out there, I think. In that case, there would be a lot of stuff that's already, like, failing to touch the edge in the path that I'm drawing. This kind of packs the symbols at the bottom nicely, but there are multiples of them. Like, this would appear twice over in here, like across here and on here. Nope. The one that I do should really touch the edge. Oh. Well, there you go. It's symmetrical, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know. Those puzzles were really not enough to teach the concept of that, I think. And, oh. Well, great. Now we have plastic. Are they gonna be easier? You know, put the easier tutorial puzzles after the ones that when you've already had to learn them. There's no way it's that simple. I decided I'm going to go to these puzzles. There's 2 puzzles here. Almost forgot they existed, even though they were relevant in the witness, but okay. We have this new symbol. Oops. What? Am I failing to get in the target? What's going on with that? That's weird, but okay, here. Okay, for some reason this puzzle's input is like cursed because I have to go down left to make the cursor go up right, which doesn't make much sense, but okay, witness. So now we have just this one symbol to deal with, huh? How do you activate it? Or like get it to not complain? It seems like it's failing every single time I do anything with it. Okay, that worked. Does it work if it's like 3? Yes. About 4. Yes. Does it just want to be its own vertical column or something? That worked too. I mean, it could be as simple as like it just wants to see the edge of the board. No, but not there. Only wants to see the edge of the one it's looking at. Okay, so it's like anti-mushroom in that sense. Okay, well, let's try it. Try theory. So, again, make sure it directly sees no edges except the one that it cares about. Oh, that's actually going to ruin the top. That's not correct. So here... I need to block the top. Okay, that's immediately weird. No, like, that blocks off the edges really badly. It doesn't really work with my theory. Oh! Well, then! That just added more confusion than ever. Also, you can't really see the path well, but okay. Here's some more puzzles, I guess. We have a standard 3 elevator going up. Okay, there should be more. Okay. So now, finally have a straight line path, but... Nope. Yeah, that would kind of work with my assumption that it needs to see the edge of where it's pointing. So here, I would do that, and then here. See, that works just as I would think, but clearly there's like another exception to this. What do you call these anyway? Pine corn? Pine corn? Pine cone / acorns? So like, these are like going up and through. This, I guess it indirectly sees its edge. That's a little bit more of a odder rule, I guess. Okay, but this is seeing a little bit too much, which I guess is the reason why that's not right. No. Potentially the reason is because, well, even this is technically seeing the left edge. Yeah, that's weird. Because, like, this and this are not very compatible. Oh, no, I really thought that would work. I mean, we could try to block off that, but... Like here, for some reason. Nope. Oh, right, because the top is totally blocked when I'm doing that, duh. does make me wonder, like, you do this maybe? No. Here? Oh my gosh, stop blocking the top, me. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't notice that I'm blocking off the top even though I really, really should. Okay. Nope. I'm going back to this puzzle down here to try to test stuff, and like, it is not just about seeing the bottom edge. Like, it can still, I guess, move, if you want to think about it that way, down to a different edge. But it's clearly not just that. And it, like, flows, you can imagine it trying to flow in quotes to the top, and that breaks it for some reason. So it still feels like it cares with a direction. So, like, I just tried this, and I guess it intuitively works. I'm just gonna get through these puzzles intuitively without knowing the rule? Is that what's just gonna happen now? Nope. Clearly not. I wonder if it can get stuck in a dead end. Like, although it's a little weird to make theories like that without really knowing the rule. We're done that this is a possible path as well, and I know it is. Just based on what has worked before. Nope. Okay, no, it didn't work. Maybe it needs to, like, flow and end farther than it came from. For example, this would break the acorn, like, because it exits from the other direction. What if instead of that, we just block it entirely? Oh, there we go. Very nice. There's some platform things going on here, right? We have this. I almost forget how this one works. Nope. We wanted to skip one of these. Okay, that works. Dang, I totally forgot what this does. Like, probably want this gate to be down, huh? How about here? Okay, nice. The platform's gone. Is there not a way to open that gate? Oh my gosh, I forgot everything. Or maybe this platform was just way slower than the original? Okay, so let's hold forward. Boat. Why? Might as well. Alright, so now we have this to get that door open again, and oh my gosh, it's combined with mushrooms now. So that should work, but again, the mushrooms rule is that it doesn't want to see the edge. This will fail this one, I think. Do that, right? Oh, I thought that would work. Maybe there's too many options there. No, it's this ridiculous. No. In the looker, if you went down here, you would fall and trip and break the floorboards. Is it like this? No, because this is not working. Oh, like, how do I can't even, like, find a way to get these acorns pointing the right way. This one really was the best idea I had. Because at least this one is kind of flowing into that way. No way. Nope. Just wanted to cut back to this puzzle real quick. Because I was doing this a bunch. It must be that the reason this is wrong is because this is looking to the right, and that's not allowed for some reason. So, like, I guess it must flow down. Alright. Biggest problem with this is how to get the freaking up correct. Because I do that, I'm pretty sure that ruins some of these that are pointing to the right. Didn't I try this, though? Oh, never mind! It was work! Okay, yeah. So I did the thing at the top to avoid the mushroom from seeing to the edge, because it can't directly see to the edge. And there you go. Okay. 2 mushrooms here. And what makes... Why are some puzzles like thin lines versus not? I've never understood that in The Witness. Okay, so here, they want to look down, so if I do that, I'm pretty sure we fail. Because that needs to have, like, some way to go down and not see upwards. Maybe okay, that works. Everything is pointing down, and this one is flowing, basically flowing down still. Oh, look at that. Look at who decided to show up. I'm not sure if I should re-explain mechanics that were in the previous part, but this one, basically, I can't see any symbols past that. This would be a failure because it sees extra symbols in the same area in the right direction. And I mean right as in the right direction, not the correct direction. I hate English. Anyways, that means that blocks it here. Okay, easy. And now this probably faces down. We have another hard hat here. This should work. Yep. Okay. We got a mushroom at the bottom, which means that forces something that looks like that. This is never gonna see anything to the left of it, even though it's facing left, so I don't know about that one. But this, I think this needs to see the bottom edge, which is pretty restrictive. That makes it look, that makes me think it's something like this. We're also gonna need to do the bottom though, so that mushroom needs to not see the edge. So no, this is not going well very so far. So this one would seem to go here, because I like having that already be facing down and flowing out. It's just the rest of the stuff I'm not sure about. Like here? No, I thought that would work. Why didn't that work? Maybe the left-facing acorn doesn't want to see the top left? So instead we block it off? No? I'm gonna make it a straight shot. Nope. Oh, you know, it's probably that the symbol is seeing the top, and it shouldn't. Ugh, then what? Is it just this? Okay, that means there are multiple ways. I'm pretty sure this would have worked even if we had a lax thing on the top left. Yeah, it didn't matter there. Okay, next. This is facing down, but again, there are no symbols there, so it doesn't matter that it's facing down. Because, like, it's fine if it's to the side. That's how the hard hats work. Okay, but this one, it doesn't want to see this. It doesn't want to see this or this if it's in the same area. This mushroom is a pain. We do have some top acorns that want to be blocked off. And then what, just open it up here? Well, if I'm gonna do that, then I do want to protect that mushroom from being seen. Okay, that seems like it's going to work. What? Oh, this. Okay. No. Oh, shoot. This is not... I don't think this is facing down. It's like going to the side. Shoot, but that means I probably have to do a bunch of work earlier on here. If I do that, then the hard hat should be in its own area so it doesn't interfere. Like, if I didn't do that, that hard hat would see the other hard hat, and that would be a bad idea. So I did this and was hoping I could get more, but... Yes! Good! Alright, so... Somehow this has gone smoothly. I must have got, like, an intuitive idea of how this works. Hard hat again, so that must be blocked off. Bunch of mushrooms, and this probably can't see the side. Really gotta block off the mushrooms really hard. I wonder if I could just, like, put these in here. Okay, no, this hard hat's a problem. That hard hat, if it's in the same area as any of those symbols on the right, will count as a failure for that symbol, so that is something that needs to be blocked off really soon. Okay, but is there any other problem? We just do that. Okay. Oh, nice. Merge it with... I don't know, neon Doritos. So, those are going to the left. I wonder if it's gonna have. I wonder if it's gonna be a problem that it sees the top edge instead of the main direct flow. We mess with the threes anyway. Does this work? Okay, apparently it does. So it can. It doesn't have a problem with seeing to the side if it's like further in its direction. Like it goes here and here or here, doesn't matter. But if it was seeing to the side, it would fail, is what my intuition and impression with the puzzle before suggests. So this needs to see to the farthest right thing. This 3 I've already messed up because the 3 is very specific in how it works. Oh, there we go. Oh, dang it, I have to do more. Okay, what is this? Why is it so suspiciously simple? Well, I need to block off the top, so... But I don't think I can ever do this. I can't get away with that at all. So the first move is here. No. Oh, but if I do this, then I'm forced to block off the top in some way. And it never exits if I do this. So I think this immediately fails this symbol, which is a weird thing. What is going on with this one? Oh, it does work. I thought that had to... Yeah, that was the reverse C behavior that I thought was confusing. Because, like, I thought this would need to exit from a farther point, but apparently that's not the case. And it's just like, oh, I guess just going in this direction once is good enough. I don't know. Okay. So I can make this exit, go here. This needs to go this way? Most of these can go upwards. But I need to go through this aligned segment, because otherwise that's going to flow to the side, and that is consistently not allowed. How wrong is this? Hmm. Oh, we need to do the edge as well, right? Oh, shoot. Hmm. Yeah, the edge of this I probably messed up earlier. Yeah, there you go. Okay, there's some things that are facing left, and we are going to need to patch the corner of this. Is that enough to fix the left side? I wonder if this is allowed. Yeah, alright. Alright, we got a 6 or whatever. Do I ever remember what that did? It was probably for a special puzzle. What did this wire lead to? It's been so long. I think it leads to that purple box. You know, I had a lot of difficulty explaining the rule, I feel like, so I shouldn't be doing this at the end. Fuck it. Fix it. Anyway, the rule I think is acorns flow in the direction of where it's pointing and must never escape to the side end. So like for this one, it is going to here, and it's technically seeing the side, but it first comes across the edge that it's pointing to, so it's fine. This still is a bit imperfect, but I just wanted to somehow word in a way that describes, like, see, it's going in the correct direction at first, even though it ends up at the opposite side of where it's pointing at, because at least it's going in the correct way first of all. Like, yeah, that doesn't work. So clearly it being blocked in some way that's relevant to the side is important for that symbol. Also, maybe this is a better word for this. I mean, might as well do this part of the quarry as well now. So these symbols. I hoped that they would just count the number of verticals that were in them. Oh. Well, I don't know why I would have trouble with it. I'm just clearly just counting the verticals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 in this section. Okay. So let's make sure there are 3 horizontals in this section. That fully seems right there. Got 2 horizontals there. Okay, now this is way too much. If I do the rest, huh? Probably. Yeah, no. Actually, if I keep the top vertical line enclosed, then the rest of the horizontal lines will then no longer care about verticals, because that's not part of what it's looking at. So I just need the count to be correct. So I can just arrange for that to happen. Does this work out? Yes, it does. Like, we got the correct number of horizontal lines this season in every area. Okay, we need 2 horizontal lines here. And then we have an intersection moment. Huh. Okay. Well, I think I want to separate them, but why do we have so much empty space? This is a little too many vertical lines, huh? I wonder how they combine together. Considering vertical lines, like, I think the vertical lines care about a line segment, but the T-intersection cares about a point. It's like here? Nope. Maybe we go like this. Oh my gosh, wow. I think that's the way to think about it. Because we clearly overlap here. This sees 1, 2, 3 vertical line segments, and this sees the point which has that intersection on it. Oh my gosh, this puzzle is massive. Painful, painful. Just do this. Just pretend everything is good. Okay. Probably I want to do the same trick with locking off this in some good spot. Why can't you be easier? This is too much, right? You fail a symbol if there's too many of it. One other small side note is, for the longest time I was interpreting this as 2 giant T-shapes and being confused, like, how this was working. But if you're confused in the same way as me, of course, this is something I recently thought of and realized this had to be it. It's actually more like this. Is how shapes like this are interpreted. So then this would also be like here and here, and that's what it's actually counting. And that's how that makes sense. Okay, back to this puzzle, which I'm still having issues with. So this is why I actually happen to be correct that these cared about edges in a way, because you can only get this T-shape if you hit the edge, because that spot can't be made any other way. So here looks nice, because I believe that these T's want to see an area with only one type of line, because if you combine vertical and horizontal, it seems way harder to make the constraints all work. So I'm thinking something that uses the horizontal lines. Okay, if we do this, we should have enough horizontal lines in this region. Unfortunately, the left side region doesn't look complete. That actually looks like a really good enclosure. But no, that left region is perfect, isn't it? Oh, but now the number of horizontal lines in here is wrong. There are 7 horizontal lines here in the region I made, but there's only 6 symbols. Wait, is this also good? Well, it is. Well, there you go. Okay, so 4 horizontals that should just be good like that. However, we need to do those as well, which we could probably do by going near the edge. Yeah, those can be similarly easily done, right? It's just the rest of the stuff, I guess, that might be tricky to accomplish. Nope. We also don't want to block off the top edge, I think. Yeah, going around here would be bad because that locks off this, which needs to see the top edge. Are you expecting me to count the number of horizontal lines I'm gonna make? I'm also gonna have to start the puzzle doing it, by the way. Like, this is the step where I do that horizontal line stuff, and then up here, I think? Wait, no. Wait, all I need to do really is block that off, I think? Yeah, those 2 symbols at the bottom right are only going to be valid at the bottom right. I'm pretty sure there's a rule where you can't have 2 or more, or you can't overload and do the wrong number of the symbol that's showing, but those can only appear at the bottom right anyway, so then I continue with my plan. Wait, but doesn't that mean that if I try this right now, the T intersection will see multiples of itself? That's not good. So maybe we should just lock off the top like that. And how much is this? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, okay. Very good. Hey, lot of verticals. Hopefully they're ignorable. This absolutely must use the bottom right corner just due to how this stuff works, so... that's a little bit more than... There we go, right? That's 2 vertical lines down there. Now... now I gotta deal with all the other stuff, and probably keep that horizontal line in its own area. Okay, what about all this other stuff? This is nonsense. There's way too many of these vertical lines. Alright, counting time. Yeah, no, that's too much, obviously. I have a mild left-right imbalance with this one. What happens if I just try to block it as much as possible? Like, if I do this, the first column is good, the second column sees only 1 vertical line, which is all the way down here, if I do this. In theory, that's a lot of savings that I can use to waste as much as I want down here. Hold on. Fix the freaking bottom, please. Okay. Oh my gosh. So now this puzzle has turned into a counting nightmare, but okay, we got it. Oh, nope. Alright. Let's get the witness show rolling. Lol. I don't remember if I ever found these stairs in my first playthrough. Well, anyway. Let's get this down. And here. You know, they should combine the mistake canceller symbol that is usually here with these new... Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Should I play in your counting exercise game? I would rather brute force it. We got pluses now, and pluses can see basically any intersection. But this would count as a plus, obviously, because there's a plus point right there. Is there a way to include only these and have like a double... Okay, we could do that. We would like doing that and then separating the minus signs. Lol, minus signs. Something like that is the solution. Plus or minus. Oh, the plus or minus punch. Plus or minus some amount of nonsense to deal with the vertical bars that are infesting the place. I don't know. Boop. There you go. This one needs to see the top corner. How do we limit the plus? I guess the plus combined with this is okay. This needs to the bottom. Everything is fine so far. I anticipate problems here. There's still too many plus signs it sees. Also, it sees too many horizontal lines, so we should probably combine the horizontal with everything here, so we can get away with it. Okay, here we have 2 plus intersections, which looks really good. This should be enough. There we go. That needs to see the top edge, this symbol here. And, okay, well, the other thing we probably want to do is to lock off the few vertical bars in here. Actually, it doesn't look easy to do that. What do you even do for that? Something like that? Eh? Looks kind of awkward, and we might need some left side fixes, but that looks like a good start. The one thing is that I foresee an issue with how this is gonna go, but we have to pull the trigger on it. Actually, the way I'm doing it, like, immediately causes some weird issues with how I'm gonna approach this vertical line again. Sure, even though this is nothing how I did it at the start. You know, I thought I could just go over here and make that happen. But the top edge is seeing two intersections, which is not right. This is another way to do the middle vertical bar. That... It has an interesting low number of horizontal lines there. It's like the perfect amount. I don't know. Obviously, the left side is still messed up, and it's tempting to do that. Or we can do this. Maybe something like this? Holy crap, is this actually gonna work? Well, we forgot to make the T at the top. But, so... if we do this... does this work? No, no! Do I go in here and make the smaller one? No. Well, minus one here. No, what? We approach this like this? Alright, new session at... oh, that's right. Alright. So, still haven't done anything with this puzzle. This... like... the way that this turns curses me. Like, I mean, I guess you could turn here, right? That's not even unallowed. Oh, this kind of thing is really close. Except I messed up the bottom vertical. But I think the horizontal line counts perfect here. This is the best ending, right? I swear that's the best ending. We just need to, like, do that. Have I not tried this before? This is so close, but the number in this is not right in the middle section. So, this puzzle might be freaking evil. I made this path, and, like, I'd never done this before, but the vertical lines, they work totally well. There are 3 vertical lines in this path, and 3 verticals here. The number of horizontal lines also matches up. There's 7 and 7. Now to check the middle path, I actually haven't done that yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we are massively short on that end, but still. We should be able to just subtract them by going in here, taking 2 out this way, 1 out this way. Oh, jeez. This took me like 1 or 2 hours or something in total. What a evil puzzle. Okay. What are this one? Is this easier because it just uses simple things? We need 6 here. I did, like, level up my intuition for solving these at least. Like, I think that is 6 down there. This one mixes up tons of these horizontals and verticals. If we're making big areas, it's a bad idea. It's time to split these out, almost like it was a witness dot puzzle, just because it's so unsynergistic when horizontals and verticals come together due to requiring 2 constraints. This is distressingly too many horizontals, right? We can fix the start of it. Like, this seems much better for the start. Now, I think both areas that I made are correct now, so it's just this one to go. How's this whole horizontal ever gonna get fixed? Also, the first section is definitely messed up, and I should stop trying. What about this? This is actually kind of cool. Okay, I guess I do this and count how much I've overaged. Okay, no, there's too many horizontals that need to be fixed, and I can't not make them all. Let's try tactic from the previous level, calling it a level, lol. Okay, so, like, imagine that. Is it necessarily true that when I can close a section like this at the right side, that there's just gonna be a good pairing? I don't think so, but it seems to work anyway. So if I do this and then expand the left, we should win. That left side is currently 6 out of 3. Wait, no it isn't. It's just done. Yeah, it's just done. Okay, next. Okay, can I close this like this the same way again? Well, clearly not. It would be funny to enclose it again. Now, this is a little too much on this actually. So I can lock this off. But I don't want these giant chunks of empty space here. I don't want giant chunks of empty space around here. I would like to enclose these early or something. Like, what are we doing? This? Nope. Only if we might have too many vertical lines. Yeah, we have 3 over, I think. Also, there's something wrong with what's going on here. In fact, that would be a good time to use this and include it inside here. I think here. There we go. We also added 1 here. Okay. Ton of these horizontals now. And some verticals being kept. This is this is not the correct number of verticals there. We're going to have to lock it. How? Here? That is now... It's not too many there. Also, tons of empty space is not a good sign. Okay, this does the verticals in that section well, but we're going to probably want to clear a lot of space for these. Looks like there are 15 dashes and 28 empty line segments where I currently am, so better get deleting on this side. I think I'm gonna need to, like, do this, right? I hope this is enough. Let's just click it. Nope. Looks like the bottom right dash is causing a lot of false pressure, so... Isn't this actually over one I still need to do? Yes! Okay. And now we have this again. This must see the left edge, because that's the only way we get that sort of shape. Okay. Well, that looks a little tempting. If we do that? No, because it needs to enclose. We need to do something like this. And there's a lot of verticals. I'm actually happy there's a lot. Okay, so that's 3. Although we've ruined the bottom section, I think. Yeah, the bottom does not actually have enough, so it looks something like this. That's not 3 in there, actually. Yeah, I've got the wrong number of line segments here. That'd be 3 out of 4. And yet this, what I previously did, is obviously 3 out of 2 on the line segments below. Could it ever combine like this? We have the wrong number of vertical bars, so unlikely. In fact, if this ever touches and includes that, it will never have the right number of vertical bars. Unless it includes, like, another one. Yeah, no, that's very doubtful. You know, I could do this, and then I would never have to work with the horizontals ever. I immediately like this a lot more because there's so many verticals here. It could seem to make anything. Alright, so how much is that? Is that just perfect? No. No, whoops. I misread the third row. I think we have an overage of 1. Yep. Okay. That's unlocked. Oh, of course, another one. Okay, we have 2 plus signs that probably don't want to see that much space. Where is that plus sign going anyway? That vertical line, I don't want to see it. One of the more awkward part is these horizontals. Like, how do you get them in a good way? I guess here, and then somehow don't touch the vertical line here. That vertical line is weird. Can we... we really hope to just lock it off like that. Okay, but I've just trapped myself. So probably we start like this instead. Just trying to collect all the horizontal lines, get a brief outline of what the level is going to be for now. Okay, that looks like... that is my theory. The amount of empty space, which aka wasted horizontal line segments up there, is not appealing to me. Another obvious thing that needs to be fixed is this, so that the T shape can only see one. There's intersections up there. Yeah, again, I am going from the bottom to the top here, which seems bad for efficiency. Also, we want to try to do this first. This is actually over a little bit. But then, like, when I do this and start by locking off this vertical line at the bottom, the other side of this line is always going to be active. Because, like, everything around it will be part of the area that the horizontal line is in, which makes it stretch a long way, which is not good. I'm trying this path where I come out from the top instead, and I gotta say, this feels way more promising. We have enough horizontals on the same row to reach that horizontal line at the top left without me feeling worried. Ugh, I have to do a little bit of work to get the plus sign arranged, but that's fine. Okay, counting time. 7 versus 7. Okay, now it's just a matter of the plus signs, and, yeah, that should be it. So, I'm going to repair this at the start, leaving proper room for the plus sign, and I'm going to do the same for the bottom one. Yes! Yes! I think that's all, right? You suck. Well, we can enjoy the view. Very Plasma's mods-esque view. Yay. Hidden witness barcode. Alright. Let's see this. So we got a lot of these on the edges. Like, immediately I'm drawing attention to these because these are going to need to be on the left edge. That's how T intersections work. There's a lot of verticals. Okay, well, I can't separate these horizontals well enough the way I did it, so... A lot of plus signs, too. Wait, there's only... Huh. There's only tons of vertical lines, which... And plus... There's so many of these. Aren't we just gonna have way too many to the point where the puzzles could become way easier because of that? Okay, we could like create a bunch of empty space here and then end it off like this. And we could expand from that section of the line. Now, because we have two and exactly two of these T intersections, I will need to modify the edge. I don't like going on the outer border kind of seems bad and not that great, but it might be necessary in order to have the correct number of T intersections on the edge. Okay, let's image edit this out. So I'm pretty happy with this kind of opening. So here, this only sees a single plus, and we need two, so this is wrong. This is actually correct, because there are... No, it isn't. No, it isn't. There are 5 plus intersections in this section, and we only have 4 plus signs, and this is also incorrect. Why don't just combine the section together? Screw this. Flip that around. Isn't that good? Maybe this is even too much. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus intersections there. The situation with the... No, not those. The T intersections means that probably want this T intersection and this T intersection, meaning that the start looks like that, as I kind of would have thought. Nope. Draw it like that. Okay. So one thing is that the number of vertical lines here, I don't want any of these vertical lines to touch this section here, but that is going to cause issues with, like, specifically this plus sign. Seems like this needs to find a good intersection, but somehow that feels tricky because there's so many plus sign intersections right now that we need to fix. Well, it's actually not too bad to do that. We can get these around. That seems like a perfectly fine way to avoid seeing pluses. We can even do that. So now the only plus sign it sees is here. Okay, it's time to start counting. I believe I have exactly 14 count, like it just happens to be lucky in this instance. So that's correct. Now for the plus signs here. Currently have 13 plus sign intersections and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 symbols, so we need to -5 this one. Now, one weird thing is, how do you -5 that? Also, I think this section needs to be... This is still incorrect down here. Yeah, the main problem is that if you, like, removed this and then made it here, we have to remove 2 plus sign intersections, which is not sensible for... Oh, can we just -4 by doing this, and then -1 by doing this instead? Which would also fix the problem down here. All right, let's go. Once again, the image editor doesn't even do anything. Anyway, once again, the image editor proves the best tool for the job instead of playing Witness in the actual game itself. And this is why the future of all games is going to be automation, even if the AI revolution wasn't already a spam topic. So there was a panel here. Oh, ghosts. Hello, ghosts. There's some optional things that I should probably go back and check. There was, like, that one puzzle with the ghosts that seemed to solve no matter what you did, and now this is, like, nothing is working. But yeah, there's been some optional stuff that I didn't fully explore, and it might contain just more stuff like this. Okay, I've tried a bunch of things, simple and complicated, on this, and nothing has worked. So I see we're also copying the witnesses. Obscure symbol you need to run around the map to test. But hey, look, the Quarry's panels have been removed, so now we can solve this puzzle for real, which is just simple doing the dot. I would actually like to say that in my first Witness playthrough, I didn't realize these were panels and was like doing the center, because only the center was exposed without the panels being open, and I took a while on that. I was like trying to look at it from the side. I'm not even sure it was solvable by that point. But anyway, here we are, the slowly opening Quarry laser. Dang, it really is just about as slow as the lookers. Oh yeah, I also remember like thinking that these did nothing because this took so long in my first playthrough. Yeah, it still takes forever. Alright, bye, laser. Alright, here we are.